Prince Harry's long-running legal battle against one of Britain's biggest newspaper publishers has taken a dramatic new turn, and this latest development could prove to be one of the most financially significant moments in his campaign against the press. After suffering a major defeat in the High Court, the Duke of Sussex is now facing the possibility of an initial £10 million payment, with the total legal costs in the case reportedly reaching around £34 million. While the final amount has not yet been decided, the latest court hearing has intensified scrutiny over the risks of high-profile litigation and what this could mean for Prince Harry's ongoing legal strategy. The story begins with a lawsuit that attracted enormous public attention. Prince Harry and several other claimants accused Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Mail, of using unlawful methods to obtain private information. The claim was substantial, reportedly seeking around £50 million in damages. It formed part of Prince Harry's wider effort to challenge what he has repeatedly described as unacceptable media practices that he believes have affected both his own life and that of his family. However, the legal process did not unfold in the claimant's favor. Earlier this month, the High Court dismissed the case after concluding that the evidence presented was not sufficient to allow the claims to proceed. In its ruling, the court described the allegations as speculative, making it clear that the legal threshold required to continue the case had not been met. That judgment marked a significant victory for Associated Newspapers and represented another reminder that even high-profile legal actions depend entirely on the strength of the evidence presented before the court. Now attention has shifted away from the original allegations and toward the financial consequences of losing the case. During the latest hearing, lawyers representing Associated Newspapers requested that Prince Harry and the other claimants pay legal costs on what is known as an indemnity basis. Although the term sounds technical, it carries important implications. If the court grants such an order, the unsuccessful claimants could be required to cover a much larger share of the winning side's legal expenses than under the standard approach, provided those costs are considered reasonable by the court. According to figures discussed during the proceedings, Associated Newspapers estimates that its legal costs total approximately £34 million. The publisher is now seeking an initial payment of £10 million while the complete costs are assessed. It is important to emphasize that this is a request made before the court, not a final ruling. The judge will ultimately decide whether indemnity costs are appropriate and how much, if anything, the claimants will be ordered to pay. That distinction is crucial because headlines about multi-million-pound legal bills can easily create the impression that a payment has already been ordered. In reality, the legal process surrounding costs is still unfolding. The court must carefully examine the application, consider the arguments from both sides, and determine what is fair under the law. Until that happens, the exact financial impact remains uncertain. This latest development also highlights the broader reality of complex legal disputes involving major media organizations. Such cases often require years of preparation, extensive legal teams, expert witnesses, and enormous financial resources. Even when litigants believe they are pursuing an important principle, there is always the possibility that an unsuccessful outcome could result in substantial costs. That is one of the reasons why legal experts frequently describe litigation as carrying significant financial risk, regardless of the public profile of the individuals involved. For Prince Harry, the issue extends beyond money. Since stepping back from royal duties, he has made legal action against sections of the British media one of the defining aspects of his public life. He has consistently argued that intrusive reporting and unlawful information gathering have caused lasting harm to him and his family. Those concerns have resonated with many supporters who believe stronger protections for privacy are needed, particularly in an era where digital technology allows information to spread almost instantly. At the same time, critics argue that media organizations also play an essential role in reporting on matters of public interest, especially when public figures are involved. Courts therefore have the difficult responsibility of balancing privacy rights against freedom of expression and the public's right to know. Every legal decision contributes to that ongoing balance, even when individual claims do not succeed. Public reaction to the latest news has been divided. Some observers see the potential legal costs as an unavoidable consequence of bringing a case that ultimately failed to satisfy the court's evidentiary requirements. Others believe Prince Harry's willingness to pursue legal challenges reflects a broader effort to hold powerful institutions accountable, regardless of the financial risks involved. Both perspectives continue to fuel debate across social media, legal circles, and royal commentators. What makes this story especially compelling is that it is not necessarily the end of the legal journey. The court's upcoming decision on costs could determine whether the financial consequences become as significant as the original lawsuit itself. If indemnity costs are approved, the amount payable could be considerably higher than under a standard costs order. If the request is rejected or reduced, the financial impact may be less severe than current headlines suggest. Whatever the outcome, this case underscores the reality that legal battles involving public figures rarely end when the judgment is delivered. Questions surrounding costs, appeals, and broader legal implications often continue long after the original ruling. For Prince Harry, whose relationship with the British media remains one of the defining stories of his post-royal life, every new court development adds another chapter to a legal campaign that has attracted worldwide attention. As the court weighs the publisher's request and prepares to make its decision, one question remains at the center of the public conversation. Will this potential financial setback change Prince Harry's approach to future legal battles, or will it strengthen his determination to continue challenging the media through the courts? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the financial risks are worth pursuing if someone believes they are defending an important principle? If you enjoyed this analysis, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest royal news and in-depth coverage.